that kid, this a hit.
Okay, yo, run off in that and you know you got the right one. Taking shots, they ain't shooting with the.
Hello out there, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Please Advise. Steady moving along through my second season. Definitely want to focus on local St. Louis talent. Putting spotlight on people that's out there in the streets doing a grind, making moves out here. Speaking of, my very special guest today, Mr. Like a DJ himself, Opt Kieth.
You know what it do, your boy Opt Kieth, Versatile Mafia. We in the building, please be advised.
Yes, please be advised. I love that shout out. Thank you for joining me today, man. Definitely a pleasure to have you.
Hey, it's a pleasure to be here, my guys. Pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Like I said, when I started this season, I definitely wanted to make sure that I highlighted a lot of local talent. So I did a lot of research on YouTube, on Facebook about local St. Louis artists, and it seemed like every search I did, your name came up. I guess Alexa heard us talking, especially toward. And when it came up kind of high on the list. So I said, let me check this guy. Let me see what he got going on. So I listened to a lot of your older music, I guess, and then it came to the point where I saw that you dropped the Like a DJ song. And so I heard it a couple times. I'm like, oh, okay. Then I put it a little more. I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to rip something like a DJ. I said, let me reach out and let me see, would he give me a chance to come on the show? So that's exactly what I did.
Yeah, most definitely. It's a pleasure to be here.
Thank you. Definitely appreciate it. So, like I said before we started filming for today, I definitely want this interview to be all about you. I'm going to ask you a couple of questions, see a couple of your influences, how you came up, and what influenced Opt Kieth. First and foremost, I want to get into the name, Opt Kieth. I saw some places it's Optimistic Kieth, and you said you want to be Opt Kieth. So what is the whole message behind that name?
So Opt Kieth is just short for Optimistic Kieth. I just shortened it up. It's still the same name, but I just shortened it up. There's a lot of people like how you say it, you know what I'm saying? So to keep it just basic, we just say Opt Kieth, but it still stands for Optimistic Kieth.
Okay. So speaking of Optimistic Kieth, so is optimism a play on words? Is that like focused on your personality, or where did that part come from?
Focus on my personality. Like I'm always smiling and stuff. So anybody tell you like they be around, so they be like, this guy always, you know what I'm saying? No matter what it is, he laughing, he smiling, you know what I'm saying? Bringing energy to the party. Like, it's just always been me. So I'm laughing even in the worst situations. It's just, you know what I'm saying? It's just me. As long as I'm still breathing, I'm still here, I can still make the best of everything. So it's just really what I'm known for, always bringing a positive vibe to the situation. So that's what I optimistic come in.
That's what's up. I love that. Like I said, I'm always focused on positivity, self-growth and all that. So again, Optimistic Kieth, Opt Kieth, either way, I love the name. It's definitely a good look. So I want to basically just kind of get to know you a little bit. Like I said, all I know from you is Like a DJ, and then like I said, a couple of your other songs. So for this specific cast, I want to kind of talk a little bit more about you beyond, I guess, just the surface, just the music, so that way people can get a chance to know you. Because I have found that when you starting to come up, I guess, and gain a little clout or fame, either way you want to look at it, even in your own social circles, people see you for the surface where they meet you, but at the same time they don't really know you. And then it's when they get to know you where they start to develop a friendship or start to develop a like for you or admiration for what you do. Right. So I feel like by you, starting to hit it big, it's time for you to start letting people know exactly who you are. So that way they won't just look at the music and be like, oh, that's all he about is turning up like a DJ. You know what I'm saying? They don't know that you're really optimistic, a fun-loving guy. So that's the person that I want to introduce to the world today, if that's all right with you.
Yeah, that's fine. You know what I'm saying? I can give you, the me behind the music. That's what you're looking for. That's what we all looking for. I give you the me behind the music to show, you know what I'm saying, who I really am, what I like to enjoy, you know what I'm saying, what inspires the music itself.
Exactly. So, as far as inspirations, when did you, I guess, know that you wanted to be a rapper? Or did you want to be a rapper, or did you want to be in the entertainment industry?
I always knew I wanted to do music itself. So I was about 9, 10. I always watch TV, so I seen the rap videos and stuff, and I'm just like, I like music, the dance and stuff. So I'm like, that's me. They wanted to be me. So eventually, when I got into myself, I got my inspiration and started writing my first rhyme. I probably wrote my first rhyme at 12. Really, you know what I'm saying? When taking music that serious, that I started writing around then.
So, when you writing rhymes at 12, or you hearing beats on the radio, like, how old are you?
I was 28.
28. Okay, so when you was 12, that was, I can't do no math right now. Oh something. So I guess around that time, there's Lil Wayne, there's T.I. You know, so were you writing like on those beats?
Type of beats, yeah. At that time, I write to those instrumentals. And,
okay.
But I rewrite my own song. It'd be like a whole different song to that same beat. So once I got the format of me actually writing songs on other beats and stuff, that's when I started going to listen to other beats. Like, hey, when you start putting 2 and 2 in, and try to jump in the studio.
So do you write all your own raps?
Yeah, I write all my own raps.
All your own raps, okay. I love that. I love that. It's a different form of artistry when you are performing something that you originally did. Like I don't do music, so I can't really relate in that aspect. But at the same time, I can always respect somebody that puts their own work in for their own product.
Yeah.
So I feel like by you writing the songs that you actually perform, it almost takes it to another level because you are always relating back to the point, when you wrote that song.
Yeah.
So that always a big up. What's the first song that you recorded?
First song I recorded, it was called Living Life.
Okay.
Yeah, I ain't nobody would not get a hold into that song. Hear my voice back then. But yeah, it was called Living Life. Like I said, my music really is based off how I'm feeling at that time, what I'm feeling at that moment. It can either be through an experience of me, myself, or what I seen someone else go through, but it's more so of me, of my experiences. So at that time, I was young, living life. That's all I always thought about. Hey, I want to get a lot of money, cars, live a good life,
And how old were you when you did that?
I was 13.
So did you know people who were, I guess, already kind of in the industry rapping, or like how does a 13-year-old end up in the studio recording a song?
So I knew my uncle, he did music. My uncle had his own little studio itself.
Okay.
Him and his partner built their own label at the time. They had called it like Bird Claw Entertainment at the time. So,
okay, I think I have maybe heard about them once or twice. Yeah,
so they did their thing back then. So I used to go to my uncle. Hey, I want to get in the studio. I used to be always like, hey, I'm gonna get back to you. I'm gonna get back to you.
Right.
So eventually, when he gets started, I called him one time. I jumped in and I just got the rap, and I'm like, you gonna hear me right now? Rap.
Bro, I'm here. Let's go.
So he's like, all right, I see you ready. So that's when they brought me in, and that's when I recorded the song. So that was a nice experience. Once I got there, once I felt that moment of recording, being in the studio, it just felt like home to me. So that's my way of expression. Anytime I want to go express myself, I use my music.
So do you still record at that studio, or?
Oh, no. I bounce all around now. Like a lot, I be bouncing from state to state. Like I record here now with my guy Major 88 Keys, my guy Kmart Chris, also my guy Kenny Chain. He out in St. Peter's as well. Shout out to him. He helped do a lot of my music as well. But also I just be bouncing out of town. Like I go to Street Execs in Atlanta. It's a couple other studios too. I be bouncing around through. I also go down to try to be in Florida. I've been in Florida a lot lately, so been down there and my people's studios, they're in house. So, but other than that, I be here. And like I said, the main 3 producers I named here in the city.
Okay. So you a 13-year-old young man. You record this song in the studio. So at that time, you in, I would imagine, middle school? Okay, so what happens through high school? Like, are you like this guy who put out a song but still go to school with us? Or like, first of all, what high school did you go to?
Yeah, I went to Hazelwood East.
Hazelwood East, okay.
Yeah.
So, walk me through high school a little bit.
Alright, so basically, Cause they did middle school stuff weird when I was growing up. I actually went from a school that had 6th grade to 10th grade.
Okay.
I went to Stowe. It was on the west side.
I went to Stowe in middle school. So when I went there, it was only
like 6 to 9.
It was only 6 to 8 when I went there. Yeah.
So then, actually, I'm tripping. It went 6 to 10. It went through 6 to 9.
Okay.
So they added an extra year there when I went there.
Oh.
So once I left there after the 9th, I ended up going for my sophomore year and stuff. I ended up transferring out to East.
Okay. So you said you went to Stowe for middle school.
Yeah.
That means you had to go up on the west.
No, I grew up on the north side, Walnut Park.
I don't know. Is that the north side?
Yeah.
Well, I guess you would definitely know better than me. Definitely know better than me. I don't know, because for some reason I always think that's the west. Like, I feel like the west start at, I guess, Delmar and Kings Highway ish.
Yeah, see, but then like where I come from, I ain't like, I'm not even close to right there. Like, I'm right at good, like I'm like Mimica.
Oh, okay, yeah, them definitely north side streets.
Yeah.
Those are definitely north side streets. Okay. Because I guess, and like I said, it's been a long. It was a big gap between when I went to middle school and when you went to middle school. Because like I said, I grew up off Martin Luther King and Kings Highway. So some people say that's the north side, but I really feel like that's the west side.
I look at the kind of, I don't know. It's like a border.
It's like right there, but so all of us that was from the west side, I guess, what I would call it, we all went to Stowe. So, but I guess they meshed it all together.
Yeah.
Hey. Okay, so you transfer out to Hazelwood.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that's for your sophomore, junior, senior year.
Mm-hmm.
So are you still putting out music then, or are you just a regular high school kid? Like, what's going on there?
More so then I was like in promotion. Like, we had like a lot of high school parties and stuff. And
Okay.
there was a lot of stuff, promo groups and stuff going on around that time. So I used to be into like a lot of parties and stuff like that. So at the time, I wasn't going by Opt Kieth. I was going by Tune.
Okay.
My nickname, yeah. So after then, I was just more so me, you know what I'm saying, finding myself through then. Like, I was still writing music and stuff, but like I said, I really wasn't recording then. I recorded that song when I was 13 and stuff, but after then, I like faded out and just started more so finding myself partying and stuff, meeting a lot of people. I ain't picked really back up onto the music until after high school, like year after I graduated.
Okay, what year you graduated? 2012. Okay, so 2012. Let me see if I can get back to 2012. Okay, so you graduate high school. So do you want to go to college, or do you feel like that's when? No.
I already had in my mind, I'm not finna go nowhere in school. Just put me in a bunch of debt. And I'm like, I know what I want to do, and I don't need to go through a bunch of classes to tell me really, you know what I'm saying, how to make my music and write it and stuff. Like, I knew what I wanted to do. So, like, school, don't get me wrong, school, some people can still, you know what I'm saying, go through, you know, the producing school and stuff like that. But I knew I didn't really want to produce like that at the time. I wanted to more so write my rhymes, and I wanted to rap. I wanted to be the forefront.
Okay, so you always knew that you wanted to be, because when you say you step back and start doing a lot of writing, that I was gonna ask you, did you initially want to be a writer, or but like you said, you always wanted to be the rapper?
Yeah, you know what? Before I even started actually like writing the raps, I was writing poetry.
Okay.
So yeah, like I still, you know, from time to time I write that. Like I say, my music really is more so based off my emotions and stuff, or how I'm feeling at the time. So that's also where, you know, that's how my poetry first started, kicked it up too, and then it's, like I said, evolved into the music and stuff.
Okay, I get that.
That's more so, I can say that's more so how my writing style evolved. 'Cause I always, like I said, love the music and do the music, but as far as picking up an actually writing style or how I format my own music and stuff, it started off through me writing poetry.
Okay. So as far as influences, because I mean, as anybody I would imagine in any form of entertainment, they always have influence. Like my influences, I guess would say like Montel Jordan or any of Arsenio Hall, you know, those types of talk show hosts. So what kind of, I guess, artists do you feel have influenced you the most?
As far as the artists that influenced me the most, I really...
What I ain't even gonna say influence, because as a rapper you kind of create your own style, your own vibe. So But when I say influence as like somebody who is consistent, like who would you say is probably the most consistent person that, like, say an artist that you like and you feel like every time they put out music you can definitely vibe to it, whether they, you know, trying a new sound here or there, it's still consistent to what you can expect from them.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
I can say most relatable, like as far as vibe and music, I'd say J. Cole. Like,
Okay.
his album, you know what I'm saying, his music and stuff, it's something I like. I feel like relates to my own music. Like, I listen to music that I feel like I can relate to, you know what I'm saying, and stuff. So his music is more so on the path. Like, when he drops something, I feel like I can relate to it. I heard, you know what I'm saying, I like the vibe, and I also feel like, you know what I'm saying, I can put it, you know, it's just the different, like I say, where I can feel like my own experiences I can hear through other people's music, you know what I'm saying, rhymes and stuff. So it's
So what's your favorite J. Cole song?
my favorite J. Cole song, I would say Forest Hill Drive, and we're going to go with,
I bet nobody has ever asked you your favorite song by somebody else.
not really, no, but you know what I'm saying, that's my favorite album from him, so I really wanted to say, cause like I can listen to the album straight through, I really wouldn't even say it's a favorite song. So,
All right, so okay, so let's step away from rap a little bit. Is rap like the only music you listen to now, or like what do you listen to while you riding, or while you, I don't know, do you listen to your, like, what's your creative process, I guess? That's what I want.
I don't really try to listen to too much more of other different artists, because, you know, then it starts like I feel like I pick up like they vibe or whatnot. Like, I still like to stay in my box, me, my own creativity, so I step out here and there and listen to a little bit, but mainly I just listen to myself, you know, trying to help involve myself with my creativity more in a better process.
Okay, so I want to step back a little bit, because I asked you before the show, you know, how you kind of came up, and you said you started out, I guess, in a group of rappers. Why don't you talk about kind of how that, not even so much came about, but like what drove you to, I guess, kind of become your own person?
Well, you know what I'm saying, I still with them, like we still got our brand, Versatile Mafia and stuff, so shout out to my guy D-Lyric and D-Chi, you know, I met, you know what I'm saying, D-Lyric, I always known him my whole life, like I said, we grew up as kids together,
Okay.
you know what I'm saying, before I was in middle school and stuff, I was still going to school with D-Lyric, so his brother D-Chi was older than us and stuff, but, you know what I'm saying, we all family, so that's what it stands for, you know, the Versatile, everybody got their own style, and then the Mafia is one, so we stay, you know what I'm saying, we stand as a family, so everybody is one. But I got with them after, like I was saying, after high school. I ended up linking up with D-Lyric. D-Lyric used to DJ and stuff, so he used to try to have me come out to do a bunch of shows and stuff when he was doing DJ. I just couldn't even make it, so he ended up, you know what I'm saying, coming back to the city. And then we ended up linking up together, and we made, you know, the Versatile Mafia brand, and ever since then it's just been our own push. So his brother D-Chi ended up getting with us, and it's just been up from there. We done been on stages, you know what I'm saying, we done did open up for shows, I did Lizard, Boost.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, we did Starlito and Don Tripp, Key Glock, like a couple, I gotta think a couple other more, but like I said, we opened up for like many artists, and then, you know what I'm saying, did our own, try to do our own little shows and stuff. We did South by Southwest, opened up with Priority Kid. He actually hosted one of our mixtapes we dropped back in 2014 called Visionary, so you know what I'm saying.
Okay.
Like I said, we be trying to make our own movies and stuff, so we all still moving you like
definitely make it.
Everybody, you know what I'm saying, we still got our own thing as together, but you know what I'm saying, we still make our own music separately, so everybody still their own artist, but we still, you know.
Okay. So what was the first show you did?
The first
Opt Kieth.
As Opt Kieth, the first show I did was the Look Up show.
Okay.
I literally, like, shout out to my boy Victorious M.
Because I was clearly gonna ask how
So
did you?
it was wild, bro. Like I was literally laying in the bed, sleep, and I'm like, I was chilling, and my bro just like, he got the face like, when I'm like, what's going on? He's like, come on, you finna open up for Lil Durk. I'm like, man, it's a lag. I'm like, ain't the show already going on? Like, I'm like, bro, the scene's like, man, just get down here. You finna get on stage. You go on before you go on. Just get down here. I'm like, all right, click, so we get down there.
So you mean to tell me you at home and you in the bed, like you know Lil Durk performing, but that ain't got nothing to do with you.
At the time, yeah, I do this time. I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? I ain't know nothing, but he just called me. He's like, you finna come down here, get down here. I'm finna put you on stage. So get down there. Shit, enough. He talk to who you talk to. Hey, jump right on stage right before he jumped on. So we got the footage of that and stuff like that. Okay. That was a great performance.
Did you get to meet him?
Yeah, we was already the next on the side of him. Yeah, he probably don't, you know what I'm saying? He probably get 1,000 people a day, so it ain't. You know what I'm saying? Well, it is what it is, but you know what I'm saying?
That's crazy. That's crazy. So, okay, so I want to ask. So, do you feel like you have? And I don't even know how I want to phrase this question. Like, I guess when I see interviews of people talking to more established artists, they always say, I knew it was my break at this moment. Do you feel like you have had that moment yet? Or do you feel like that's even a moment?
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I feel like I reached, like, if you want to look at like a certain peak or something like that. No.
Well, obviously you're not peak. Obviously you're not peak. Obviously not.
So, yeah, it's,
like, when did you feel, I guess, like, how do I want to word it? Like, I guess, when did you feel like this was the way you wanted to go? Yeah,
all right,
that's exactly what I want to say. Yeah.
Once I say once me and my bro Julian got together and we, you know what I'm saying, we really took this serious. It was like, this is what we wanted to do. We broke it down. So like you said, more heads, 2 heads is better than one. So once me and him really got together and said this is what we wanted to do, we stuck down, we broke it down, we did year by year, we built and we kept going, we still going, so it's still an evolving process. Everybody's still doing their thing, so I'd say I can't. Yeah, it's just like I said, it's an ongoing process with everybody, you know what I'm saying? It's a blessing to still keep going, so we just really building to still keep going, that's why I say. Definitely, it's really a upward process.
Okay, so when you're not in the studio, when you're not doing shows, like what's an average day in the life of? We gonna drop the Opt and just I guess say Keith. Is that your name?
Yeah.
Okay.
So average day in life of Keith, you know what I'm saying? I probably go either like have my son, either try to, you know what I'm saying? I love to spend time with my son. That's one of the main things. My nieces and nephews. Like, I really like to spend time with my family, but I ain't really, you know what I'm saying, doing my music and stuff like that. Time is the most valuable thing. Money, all that, that's gonna come, but you never get your time back. So I really like, you know what I'm saying, make my time worth it and spend it with my family and stuff. Other than that, like I said, I love the party though. Don't get me wrong. I jam, you know what I'm saying?
So just the one son?
Yeah, one son.
Okay. You still with his mother?
No.
Okay. So and that was the perfect segue. So are you like single in these streets, or are you talking to somebody? Because I mean, they gonna want to know.
I'm just out here focused on my music. You know, I ain't trying to do it out there like, hey, you can throw your opportunity because I want you to shoot your shot and you hit a real bad rebound. You hear me? So I don't even want to. That just be focused on me though. Like my main thing is really to do my goals. Once I accomplish all my goals and stuff, then I say I really look down to, hey, this is what I want to buckle with. But until I accomplish everything I feel like I want to do, I ain't really looking for it. You know, so I'm just trying to do it. I'm just doing me.
There was a lot of words to say you're single.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, what make you seem real strong? Like, hey, you see, let me shoot my. No, I'm still focused on the music. So when you don't be mad at me, you don't never got no time.
Because you told them up front. Listen, I'm focused on my music. Yeah. I get that. Okay, so what's next though? What's next
is I'm getting ready to drop an EP with my cousin. His name Nice, you know what I'm saying? So we finna get ready to drop like a 4-track EP. I got one featuring him. We got some real hot bangers coming on there. I got a song called Working. We got one called Conoco. I'm getting ready to drop Working real soon. I'll probably say I get that real, like the next week or two.
Okay. I
Yeah.
expect the link. As soon as it drop, I expect it.
Most definitely. So I'm doing that right now, and then we gonna push that for a little minute. I'm gonna drop some videos off that EP. And then besides that, I'm still doing shows, moving around.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that. Do you have any upcoming shows here locally?
Here locally, no. I really be doing like a lot of shows out of town. So,
Okay.
like I said, I do got a nice little fan base here, but I do a lot of shows. So like the Lil Durk show was here and stuff. But lately, I just been doing them out of town and stuff. So, other than that, I'm trying to see where we might do the next show. We might go back down to Florida. Like I was telling you about before we had one down there. I might go back down there and perform again.
Okay. So when you go down to Florida, is it like a certain club that you perform at, or are you on the circuit down there, if that's the word I want to use, or
no,
like how does that work?
Like I say, I really go, go through like a lot of promoters.
Okay.
So yeah, depending on what the club and stuff they went through, the business and on hand of that or whatnot, then we'll see what's up with it. I just ain't finna just jumping over anything. I ain't finna.
Right,
because I've
always wondered like how that work. Like when somebody decides to throw a concert, do they reach out to the artist individually, or do they reach out to a promoter and say, "Hey, I'm thinking about doing this on this day"? Like, if you even know.
Yeah. So most times, like I say, you can reach out. Artist, if that's what you do, reach out and let it work for you. But like most times, people reach out to me and stuff. Like I say, I put a lot of hard work into my stuff. I put a lot of grind into it. So, they really show and pay off for itself. So a lot of people I meet, be a lot of genuine people. You reach out, hey, come out here, do this show. We really love your music. We feel like, have a nice crowd base out here for you.
Okay.
So,
and then that's when the business talk starts. That's what's up. Well, I'm trying to think if it's anything else that like I have a burning desire to know. I feel like we've had a really good conversation. I've definitely enjoyed you being. I enjoy your whole flow. Like I said from the beginning, Optimistic Keith. I love the outlook. I love the name and everything like that. I love where you're going. The Like a DJ. I'm telling you, my cut. And out of all of them, I'm telling you, a great chunk of whatever you've gained over the last 2 weeks has probably been me. Like I jam it all the time. Definitely a banger. I'm looking forward to the next single. You said within what, the next week?
Next 2 weeks. So it's called Working. Then it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. Just stay tuned. It's gonna be fire. It's gonna be a lot of flame emojis for you.
Okay. So before we wrap up the show, I definitely want to let you take this time to kind of let folks know where they can find you, where they can find your music, all your socials, all of that type of stuff.
You know what I'm saying? You can find me on Instagram at Opt Kieth, OPT_KIETH. Keep using KEI, but KIETH. That's mainly for everything though. Opt Kieth for everything. You want to type that in. YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, Google Play. You find the Like a DJ single. Most definitely go get that, download that. I appreciate every stream. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that listen to that. I appreciate all my fans and everybody. Showing the love and support. But yeah, that's basically where you can find me. I'll keep on everything. That's plain and simple. Versatile Mafia is the brand, is where all the music come under the, the label. Versatile Mafia. Again, shout out D-Lyric and DG. You know what I'm saying? This is a unit, mob, team. That's what we do.
And I guess that's your show. Thank you so much for joining me. And everybody out there, please continue to like, share, subscribe. Please advise. Stay tuned.
We out.
That kid, this a hit. Okay, yo, run up in that man, you know you got the right one. Taking shots, yes, they ain't shooting with the right gun. I want all the smoke. Got some light lines, crank it up a notch, don't make me come out, come and scrape some.